Alright, we're doing some baby back ribs today. A lot of videos on it. A lot of people know how to do it. Some people don't. Everybody's got a different way of doing it. I'm going to show you one of my ways. I have several ways I do it. Of course, first you get your ribs out, you prep them a little bit. I rinse them. Some people don't. If you don't, there gets to be little pieces of bone or gristle can be stuck on there. I don't like that, so I rinse them off. You pat them dry, flip them over, take the membrane off. However, I bought these in a pack at Costco. Costco, obviously, they must take the membrane off, so I didn't have to do that. If you do need to do it, just take your good old paper towels, pull it up a little bit, and it should pull off fairly easy. There's plenty of videos on people doing that. But to get them ready to season them up, I'm going to show you what I do. One of my ways, this is some apple cider vinegar. Only use Bragg's. I'm not advertising for them, it's just the best. It's not real strong. I've tried others, the others are nasty. Bragg's is the best. Just put a little bit in a spray bottle. Sometimes you can use mustard, oil, whatever you prefer. Today I'm using apple cider vinegar. Just spray some on there on the back. This just helps the seasoning stick to it. Coating there. And then on the back side, and I'm using All American seasoning rub. Got this at Costco. Sometimes I make my own, but they had these for a really good price. I can't make this much rub for the price you can get it at Costco, so, and it's really good. So I'll just sprinkle it on kind of liberally on the back side. You want both sides to taste good, so that's why you want to season the back. Some people don't, and that's totally up to you. I don't go too heavy on the back side. Let's get a good little even coat on the back. And just kind of pat it on there a little bit. And we'll flip them over. Ooh, them are some good looking baby backs. Same on this side, spraying some apple cider vinegar. Help that seasoning stick on there. Evenly coat this side. There you go, just a little bit heavier, not too much. But you want to get a good bark on this side, so a little extra. Now that on there. Since that rub does not have any brown sugar in it, I just take me a bag of some brown sugar. Just liberally get it on there. It's not rocket science, it ain't pretty, it's barbecue, just throw it on there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Just kind of spread it out. This is gonna help get a good bark. Adds a little bit of sweetness to it. And I've seen people ask, and people are like, well, you put mustard on there on your ribs or the apple cider vinegar. You can't taste it in the finished product. It magically disappears. So either way you do it. It just helps the seasoning hang on, that's all it does. And sometimes besides brown sugar, I'll use maple syrup. You can use honey, you can use whatever you want. There's no right or wrong with these ribs anymore. I try to stay, used to try and stay as close to Memphis as I can, but it's more of just a dry rub. I really like the brown sugar. I like the bark that it gives, and it also keeps the meat very moist. And these are going to be so good. You'll see the finished product. I mean, they're going to fall right off the bone. So, not too heavy. We're going to put them on the smoker. Smoke them at 225 for right around 3 hours. I would say give or take, but more take, because a little bit longer sometimes. I'll go 3 hours, 15 minutes, 3.5 hours. And then we're going to wrap them, and that's where some of the magic happens. And we'll show you what we're going to do before then. So we're ready to put them on the smoker. Okay, so we're getting ready to take them out to put them on the smoker. One thing I'm going to show you before I do that, got some apple juice, apple cider. I prefer apple cider, but whatever you want to use, Mott's Natural, whatever, it all works good. I'm going to take it, we'll pour some in here, right in there with the apple cider vinegar. More. That should be plenty. And I'm going to spray them throughout the smoking process. I don't know, maybe every 20 minutes to half hour, give them a couple little spritzes. Keep them moist. I usually don't do that, but sometimes I do. It's really hot today. It's in the 90s. So I'm going to give them a little extra cooling, a little extra liquid. I'm just going to take them out. Pellet smoker, it's up to temperature. I'm going to take these bad boys, in there like so. Take what fell off, you can kind of take it, scrape it up, or just grab it, slap it on there. It's all going to melt into the ribs, so it doesn't have to be exact. And that's it. We'll check on it in a few hours. I'll show you a couple spritzes in between. Pick it up in a little while. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. We're going to spray down the ribs here a little bit. Temperature's on 229, 230, set on 225. So as hot as it is out today, it's going to fluctuate on the high side, but that's all right. It's not going to affect anything. Give them a quick spray down. Nothing fancy. Close it back up. I also wanted to point out, using some Pit Boss pellets, using the competition blend, hickory, maple, and apple. That's what we're using. They make really good ribs. So we'll give it another spray down, another 45 minutes. I'll be back at the 3-hour mark and we'll wrap them up. We're at the three hour mark. Actually a little over, about 3 hours and 10 minutes or so. Get these off of here. Put them in this pan. Turn it up to, a lot of people go up to 275. I'll go up 250 to put it in there for another 2 hours. Okay. We have these in the pan. A lot of people want to wrap them individually. I don't do that. I think the big pan works great. Comes out the same way, if not better. So I'm going to take the rest of the liquid that I have in my spray bottle. It's just apple juice, apple cider, whatever. Put it in the pan. Moisture. I'm going to put a little bit extra apple juice in it. Since we have 3 racks of ribs, takes a little bit extra liquid. And then I take some grilling foil. Whatever brand, doesn't matter, we're just covering it with the lid. Seal it up good and tight. That's it for that. So we're going to take it, we're going to put it back on the grill for about 2 more hours, and then we'll go on to the next step where we're going to take them out, put them back on there. We're going to sauce a couple racks up. I'm going to leave one unsauced just because I'm going to freeze it. We do freeze a lot of it. They're great, that's why I make so much. It's easy to make for future quick meals. So you always have some great barbecue on hand outside. That's it. We're just going to close it up. We're good for another 2 hours. So I'll see y'all at the end. Alright, so we're down at the 5 hour, well over 5 hours, about 5 hours and 15 minutes. I just lowered the grill down, back down to 225 for this last 45 minutes to an hour. And just wanted to share, this is the newer Cuisinart Woodcreek 6-in-1 pellet grill. So it has pellet hopper, and then it also has a griddle. Hangs over here, very convenient. And then on the other side, you can also use charcoal, the charcoal insert, and underneath is a ceramic searing insert. You can put it in there. It's great for searing steaks. Helps raise the temperature really high. So now, I'm going to unwrap these. watch the steam. So I use gloves. I got barbecue gloves. These are really good ones, up to 700 degrees they can handle. It's a little easier than using tongs because, as you can see, they already look tender. Foil out of the way. Get this situated. They're very tender, so you gotta be kind of gentle with them. You can see the bones are sticking out there. It's pulling over, the meat's pulling away from the bones, which is what you want. If I can get this rack to quit falling down on me. This out of the way. Gloves for a minute. I got some little barbecue sauce on here. I make my own barbecue sauce. You can use whatever you want. You can message me, leave a comment if you want the recipe for mine. Kind of squirt it on here. I'm going to brush it on. Get these bottles at dollar store, Walmart. They're $1. Sometimes they're 2 for $1. So I'm going to sauce 2 racks. The last rack I'm going to leave unsauced because I'm going to freeze it. It freezes. You could freeze it with sauce or without. But I like to do one without. Just then we can sauce it when it's done and we reheat it. And these will sit on here, like I said, for about another 45 minutes to an hour. Just depends. Just tighten everything up. I'll probably re-sauce them again during that time after about 20-25 minutes. Get a good bark build up on it. This just tightens it up. It's going to be good. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll show you guys the finished product in a little bit. We are 6 hours, about 20 minutes in. Shutting down the grill. This is the finished product. Not sauced. These 2 racks are sauced. Look how nice the bones pulled away. I mean, I'll probably just pull that bone right out of there, but I'm not going to. So I get them in. So I just take and put them back in the pan. And we're going to take them in and eat.